Hey, what's up everybody? Today I want to talk to you about some ways to stay sane during the social distance. Sorry, I get my 6 feet of distance from you. I hope that's better. Look, during this whole social distancing thing, it's not hard to get cabin fever. And I know that even though I'm still getting to go to work, 24 hours on, 48 hours off in some weird shift right now, I'm still getting to go in. I'm going a little crazy in the house. And so it got me thinking, what are some things that I've done to make this easier on myself? And the more deliberate I get about this, the easier it gets. So here are some tips and tricks that will help you survive social distancing or just not being around people all the time. The first is you have to work out. Now, if you have a treadmill or like me, a bike that you can put on a stand, this is great for indoor workouts. But if you don't have that, maybe even just a 5-minute like push-ups and squats and whatever to just get the blood flowing in the morning is really going to benefit you.
Maybe even do 10 push-ups and post it on Instagram, because somehow just 10 is going to get you in better shape and make you a stud. Just keep sharing. You're changing the world. I don't know how many I'm doing. Point made.
One of the things that comes with quarantining and staying indoors is that you're doing less. So especially if you have an active job and you're just doing less, that's not going to help you out at all. So make sure that you're still getting some kind of exercise, even if that's like jumping jacks or burpees or whatever. If you're in an area where you can go jogging outside, great. If you've got to stay in the house, if you have something to do inside, great. If not, there's some great workouts online that you can do, even if it's just a 5-minute thing, or just doing some push-ups throughout the day. The second thing that you need to do while you have all this time is read more. Now, I know some of you are going to have kids around and you're going to have distractions even in the house, but find some time, go sit in a corner somewhere, I don't know, let your kids play video games and read a book. And just really help yourself improve. This is a great time for you to test out your learning ability and figure out how much you're able to just get rid of distractions and be able to benefit from having some time to yourself or some time where life has just kind of slowed down enough that you can sit, pick up a book, and read. All right, number 3, and this is something I've been doing over the last month, but do something hard. Do something to challenge yourself every day. Now, I do this at least once a week. I do something really hard with my buddy John. A few weeks ago, we hiked the highest point on Camp Pendleton up the fire break, which, since I had knee surgery recently, kicked my ass. We've gone swimming in the Pacific Ocean without a wetsuit on, that sucked, but to challenge ourselves and do some cold immersion. We've done swimming, 1,000 meters, timing ourselves to race through it. We've done some boxing. As soon as my knee's good, we're going to go do some jiu-jitsu with like the world gi grappling champion, a friend of mine connected me with down in San Diego. So we're doing something to challenge ourselves and get a little harder and a little bit more mentally tough every week or every day, because that's just going to prepare you better for life. It builds that resilience, and honestly, it makes you feel good to challenge yourself and accomplish something every day. Now, I know this is a little bit more limited in the house, so here's something cool that I've been trying lately. It's the Wim Hof breathing method, which go Google it, but it's basically you for like 30 reps, and then you let it all out and you hold as long as you can, you breathe it all in. And what it's supposed to do is help your veins open up. But the cool part, the challenging part, is you then jump into a cold shower, which is not easy. So there's a lot of benefits to cold immersion. 1, it helps your immune system. 2, it opens your veins up. 3, you're challenging yourself. You're doing that hard thing, and it's going to help you out. It decreases inflammation. Really, there's nothing that doesn't benefit you about a cold shower, except it's not as comfortable as a nice warm bath. Or for me, going to sit in the hot tub, which is a way I like to relax, that's been closed for health reasons throughout all this mess. All right, now this one I actually got from Scott Trench, and I agree with it completely. And he just said, eat healthy. Stock up on healthy food. Don't eat junk food. And the point behind this is, look, if you're stuck in the house, you're burning less calories. And the last thing you need to do is compound that by eating junk food and stuffing your face with cake, because quarantine, and then you think freshman 10 is bad or freshman 15. How about quarantine 20? Like it's not hard to gain weight when you're doing less activity and eating more junk. So stay away from it. I actually just posted a video called like meal prepping for the apocalypse like 2 days ago before this airs. And the whole point of that is essentially I got really fed up trying to fight crowds for grocery stores, so I found an alternative that's tasty, it's fast, and it's somewhat affordable. I'm not going to give it away, but go check out the video. It's not like something that I recommend as like a meal prep for all ages, but it's better than what I would be eating if I had just gotten like frozen meals. So definitely check it out. Fast, didn't have to deal with grocery stores at all, and honestly, it was cheaper than when I go buy veggies, and it has veggies in it, so definitely worth checking out. The next one, and you are watching this because I am acting on this and living up to this, produce content. Right? If you're in a spot where you can produce content, get it out there. Intellectual property is valuable, and that doesn't mean that you have to go and buy a whole production set for YouTube. Pick up your phone and talk to it for a little bit and just give yourself, sorry, checking my audio, make sure that I'm still recording. Scared myself because I did that the other day. But just give yourself a little bit of room to enjoy and produce content and just talk about what you're doing. And people will like that. You may not grow a huge following off a few videos over a week, but just putting some thoughts out there, or even if it's just writing thoughts out, it's therapeutic, it's good for you, and you should definitely do it. I think content and content marketing is a huge thing these days, and you've definitely got to do it. And living proof of that is that you're watching this because I do it, and there's a good chance we never would have met, or you would not know who I am if it wasn't for that. Oh, as a side note for that, just being a guest on podcasts if you got time. Like, that's a good way to do it. And honestly, if you reach out to me and you've got a good story, especially if you have a military background, maybe you can be on my podcast. Maybe we do 2 or 3 people on the same episode and we talk about specific topics. I don't know. I'm open to it, producing content. You could also go live on Facebook or Instagram with some people, hit some people up, and even if they've got a bigger platform than you, and say, hey, I'd love to go live with you and talk about this. You want to? Maybe they bring some other people in. I'm going live later on this afternoon with a whole bunch of real estate investors and real estate investing coaches and just really smarter people than I am, to talk about this and this whole scenario in the economy. Maybe go live about whatever it is you're passionate about and just get out there and get comfortable in front of a camera. You could also try out a side hustle or a side gig during this time. And I know a lot of them are limited, like Uber and whatnot, but a good one would be Instacart, which is, I've posted about it before, and I'll put a link down below if you want to check it out, but it's essentially just going to a grocery store, picking up groceries for someone, and then dropping them off at their house. A lot of people don't want to go to the grocery store right now, whether that's because of the chaos or if that's because of the virus or whatever. And so by you offering to go for them, they're going to tip you and you're going to make some good money doing it. And yeah, you got to get out and about, but a lot of the bigger cities actually have people who bag everything for you, and then you just show up, pick it up, and take it to their house. But Instacart saw a 20 or 25% increase in users over the last, actually no, I'm sorry, there was a third number there. I think it was like a 221% increase in usership over the last month. So it's doing very well. That's an easy side hustle that you can check out, get out and about a little bit, but also make some money. And it's kind of like driving for dollars. You're still driving through neighborhoods, so it might help you out. On top of the reading, which I'm going to say again, you should keep reading, you could also just learn something new, learn a new skill, learn a new subject. I mean, there's a course on anything and everything. If you want to learn something, now's the time. I'm in the middle of 3 courses right now. I'm in the middle of one on copywriting, I'm in the middle of one on building courses, and I'm in the middle of Superfans, the additional course for Pat Flynn's book, which is really awesome. Just making sure it's back there. I pointed back there. It is back there. Why I say this is because taking a course is a great way to invest in yourself, and if you have downtime, you should totally be investing in yourself. Now, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for this. As a shameless self-plug, I have a real estate investor course for beginners that's designed to take you from I want to buy a rental to oh my gosh, I got this rental and it's doing great, I'm ready to buy my next one. And so it takes you all the way through the process of your first rental, which can be duplicated for second, third, 10th, 15th, whatever. And it's only $97. And that's not like a crazy bargain. That's what I charge. So when you see people marking their courses down for this discount, like, just know, like, are they really on sale, or did they just say it's on sale because they couldn't sell it at the other I don't know. My course is extremely affordable. It always has been. It's not my goal to make a ton of money off the course. Just got to cover fees and make a little bit of income so that I can justify making another one. All that to say, it'll teach you everything you need to know so that you can get ready to buy your first rental and your second and third and fourth after this process and after all this mess goes by. And you should totally take a course, not necessarily mine, but take a course on something that you want to learn to get better at something while you're stuck in your house. Just breeze through it and put it to work. Those are all the things that I had written down, and I stole 1 or 2 from Scott Trench. He's got it in here, video chat, friends and family daily. Definitely do that. He posted on Instagram, and I thought it was good, and that's kind of what sparked my thought for doing this. But some other things, focus on building habits. Like, if there's a habit you want to start, do it. Maybe that's doing some push-ups or doing some burpees or whatever. Focus on building those habits, and don't go crazy. Don't let it get to you. Don't think about the virus all the time. Turn the TV off. Don't get negative, and don't think about the woe is me and the what ifs. It's not going to happen to you. It's all in your head. It may, like, I'm not saying that this is, not a real thing or a real threat, but instead of focusing on all the what ifs and the oh no's, just tell yourself that you're not going to get sick. There's nothing to worry about, and live your life. Because if you tell yourself you're going to get sick all the time, you have a much higher likelihood of getting sick. It's a mental psychology thing. But if you don't, then you're less likely. Now, I'm not going to say that this is or is not contagious, but don't let it get to you in your head. Don't become depressed and anxious over something that hasn't happened yet. Just don't pay attention to it. Turn off the TV, turn off whatever, and live your life. And focus on good things, and focus on gratitude, and focus on journaling, and focus on goals, and figure out what your why is in life, and really build. This is the time to build a foundation. You have the time to sit and work on yourself. Do that. Invest in yourself. How many other times are you going to have this much free time while the whole rest of the world's not even going anywhere without you? Like, normally you sit around the house, you're missing out on things. Right now you're not. Use it and focus on becoming a better person and becoming just more awesome, and just focus on helping yourself. I'm going to say it once more because I forgot what I was going to say, and this is so important. Read some books and learn some new things, and spend time with your loved ones, and just enjoy what you can enjoy about the quarantine, and enjoy what you can enjoy about the social distancing. When it passes, you can enjoy everything else, but for now, focus on staying healthy, staying remote, and working on yourself to become a better person. Focus on that vision. All right, now I'm going to break the code. I'm going to get within that 6 feet, and I'm going to say, hey, have a great week, stay strong, and I'll see you on the flip side. Make sure you subscribe.